If you like rules and guidelines, this episode is for you. My name is Naman, I'm from Management Consulted, and I'm here today to talk about slide deck do's and don'ts, both for consulting slide decks and any other slide deck in any other industry that you would ever create. First, let's talk about the do's. Number one, your slide deck must have one clear overarching message. We've all been in meetings and we've all sat through presentations where there's no end target or goal in mind. There's just a bunch of information that's being shared without any kind of action required at the end. You don't know as a stakeholder what's most important, what you're supposed to do coming out of the meeting, what you're supposed to believe. There's no hierarchy, structure, or order. The way that you avoid inflicting this kind of pain on your stakeholders is by ensuring that your slide deck has one clear takeaway and message. Identify it first before you start creating slides, and communicate it first at the beginning of a meeting. Second, your slide deck must be pristine when it comes to formatting, look, and feel. The look, feel, and format of your slide deck is your credibility on paper. If there are typos, if there are grammatical errors, if there are font differences, if there are size differences, if there are misalignment differences, your credibility is shot. And you don't think that people notice, but they absolutely do. So double check, triple check, forward check, backward check. Do whatever you need to do before you walk into a meeting to make sure that your deck and your deliverable isn't going to undercut the story that you want to tell. Third, ensure that the clarity you started the presentation with is carried throughout the rest of the slides. It's not enough just to start a meeting or a presentation with your key takeaway. Each slide needs to have that slide's key message or key takeaway encapsulated in the title. That title should be a full sentence long and include the belief or the action that you want people to walk away with from that slide. One of my key tips for putting presentations together is to write out your slide titles before you ever create the slide content. Each title should flow from one to the next like a narrative story. If your titles as full sentences don't flow together, your slides won't either. One of the best ways to ensure that you're putting one complete narrative together is to ensure that your slide titles are full sentences and include that slide's key message. Now, let's get to the don'ts, what you've all been waiting for. The first don't, stories and presentations that are not MISI. For those of you who are unfamiliar, MISI stands for mutually exclusive, collectively exhaustive. Stories that include components that are not mutually exclusive include components that overlap with each other. You're saying the same thing, perhaps in a different way, but saying it at least twice. It's inefficient and not the way that consultants and top performers communicate. So first, ensure that your story and your slides are mutually exclusive. The second part of MISI is collectively exhaustive. What collectively exhaustive does not mean is that you include all the data, all the information, all the work that you've done. What collectively exhaustive means is that you've included all the right information. One of the big mistakes I see people make is confusing including everything for including the right things. One of your big to-dos before you walk into a meeting or submit a deliverable is to make sure that your story includes all the right data and all the right elements that will ensure that your key takeaway is actioned.
Do you want to accelerate your career and stand out as a top performer? Invest in the Excel and PowerPoint for Consulting program today. In this self-paced video program, you'll learn the key analytical and presentation skills required to succeed in a consulting role. It's not how to use Excel and PowerPoint, the programs, but it teaches you the strategy behind the models and decks, how to quickly extract insights from raw data and deliver those insights to clients with clarity and authority. Set yourself up for promotion and success. Get Excel and PowerPoint for Consulting today. The link in this episode's show notes.
Your second don't, busy slides. Boy, do we see this one a lot at Management Consulted. In an ideal world, each slide will contain no more than 40 words of text. Did you know that 40 words of text on a slide is the tipping point between when your audience has to listen to you or read the slide? They cannot do both when there are more than 40 words on a slide. If you are forcing your audience to make a decision between listening to you or reading the slide, you've already lost. It doesn't matter what decision they make from there. So as you go through your final checks, ensure that your slides include the minimum amount of wording and text as possible, and that your voiceover will add necessary, meaningful, and powerful context to the slide. If the entire message is on the slide, why are you there presenting? What additional value are you adding? Why not just send the slides over to somebody and have them read them? If you want to increase your efficacy, your influence inside of an organization, you have to learn how to limit text on a slide and then present additional context and color off slide. Third and finally, one of the biggest mistakes that I see people make in presentations is a lack of prioritization. The way that I think about this is 80-20. 80% of your presentation time and meeting time should be spent on the 20% of items that your audience is going to care the most about. Oftentimes, I walk into meetings where 80% of the time is spent on the 20% of things that the presenter thinks is most important, which could be different than what I think as the key stakeholder is most important. Your job as a presenter is to spend most of the meeting time focused on the 1 to 2 key drivers of the decision that your key stakeholders need to make inside of that meeting. Oftentimes, there are just 1 or 2 pieces of information that stakeholders need to believe that drive a majority of their decision-making or alignment. Your job is to focus on those first, foremost, and primarily. So there you have it. Those are 3 do's and 3 don'ts for any good consulting slide deck, and honestly, just any good slide deck in general. If you feel like you're lacking in these areas and need more coaching, training, and support, work with Management Consulted through one-on-one presentation coaching or group training options that are customized to your team and your organization. You can learn more in the description below this episode.